Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Magic and welcome back to another episode of Top 5 Zombies. Today we're covering my top 5 least favorite zombies maps in Call of Duty Zombies history. Now, just as a disclaimer before I start the video, I just want to let you know that I don't hate any of these maps. I still enjoy playing any and all zombies maps. I just have certain problems with these maps and I feel the need to put them in a list of top 5. The only map I truly dislike, and I really don't like playing, is the number 1 on this list, but I think you can all agree with me that that map is shit. So let's get into this video, guys. Starting off at number 5, we have the map Moon. Now don't get me wrong, Moon is a fine map, and it featured one of the best big Easter eggs to date of Big Bang Theory, but there were a bunch of things about this map that were extremely annoying, like how Juggernog, Speed Cola, and Pack-a-Punch were not even on the moon. And the worst part is that Juggernog and Speed Cola alternate, meaning you can't buy both at the same time. Each time you teleport back to the starting area, or Area 51 as people call it, the perk will switch to the one that wasn't there the last time. So, if the last perk you got was Juggernog, and you go down mid-round, you're screwed because you have to teleport back to Area 51 twice to get Juggernog again. Also, you have to wear a mask to breathe in certain areas of the map, which is annoying because it makes everything sound muffled, and it blocks part of your screen. Also, at random, a drill can come down and drill an area of the map, and the only way to stop it is to get the hacker tool and hack the drill terminal. If you don't stop it, the drill will decompress the area, and that means no oxygen, so that's another area where you will need to wear the spacesuit. The Cosmonaut was also featured in this map, and similar to George from Call of the Dead, he respawned every round regardless of whether you killed him. The Cosmonaut, if he grabs you, will teleport you to a random area of the map, and you will lose one of your perks. There are some cool additions to this map as well, like the hacker, which allows you to buy doors and guns for less. You can also change power-up drops, so maybe you get a carpenter and you want to max ammo, well, you have the chance to change it. Also, the hacker can respin the box for less, and hack the box so you can give the weapon you spun to someone else. Moon introduced the wave gun, which is a pretty cool wonder weapon because it also came with zap guns, which were pretty good as well. Moon featured the quantum entanglement device, which was interesting because it had no specific effect, and it could do up to 15 different things. Also, Moon was the first map to introduce the perk Mule Kick, which gave you ability to have 3 weapons at once. Moon was the first map to have this perk, and then the perk was transferred to all the other maps. Moving on to number 4, we have Dire Eyes. Other than the map having probably one of the most overpowered pre-patch wonder weapons ever of the Liquefier, the map isn't really exciting. The Easter egg is more annoying than fun. The only cool thing about the map is that it takes place in a couple of buildings that you jump to and from. The map introduced the perk Who's Who, which was so bad that it never appeared in another map because it was so fucking bad. The map also introduced jumping jacks, which were jumping versions of the Nova Crawlers from Black Ops, and these zombies were stupid, and the only good thing about them is if you killed them all without missing a single shot, you got a free perk. The map also had an interesting perk system where the perks were located in elevators that would rise up and down randomly, which made the map more difficult. But I don't mind the elevator perks as I thought it was a rather cool feature. Moving on to number 3, we have the map 5, a smallish map that takes place inside the Pentagon. Sounds cool, right? The Pentagon. Well, not really. The map features really only one training spot, and the map had the Pentagon Thief, who would steal your weapon if you didn't kill him. The map also didn't have a good wonder weapon to allow you to make it to high rounds. The map featured the Winter's Howl, which is, well, terrible, because it takes way too many shots for it to affect the zombies, and it doesn't have a whole lot of ammo. The only thing the Winter's Howl is good for is killing the Pentagon Thief, but other than that, it's pretty useless. 5 also provided 0 progression in the zombie storyline. But with this in mind, that does not mean I hate the map. I still enjoy playing the map, especially when playing with 4 players and all camping in the elevator. Moving on to number 2, we have Shangrila. Shangrila is a fun map to play, and the atmosphere is very cool. The Easter egg, although very difficult, is very interesting. But the problem with the map is that there are a few training spots in the map. And even the training spots that are frequently used, like training in the spawn room or near the power room, are very small, narrow areas, which make training a lot more hectic. But maybe that's not really a bad thing, because it adds more difficulty to the map. Shangrila features the Napalm Zombie and Shrieker Zombie. The Shrieker Zombie is very easy to kill, especially with the Shrink Ray, but the Napalm Zombie is a different story. Even with the Shrink Ray, it will still explode, causing your screen to blur and slow down your movements. Temporarily, that is. Which is a real problem in zombies if you can't see or move. The Shrink Ray is actually a good wonder weapon because it shrinks zombies no matter what round it is. The downside is that if you don't shoot or run into the zombies quick enough, the zombies will become big again, and the fact that you need to pull out another weapon to finish what a wonder weapon started is inconvenient and rather odd. Another reason why I have Shangrila on the list is because When was the last time you said to your friends, "Hey, let's play Shangrila," and they all replied with, "Yeah, sounds great"? Probably never, because few people find the map enjoyable unless you're doing the Easter egg. Moving on to number 1, in my least favorite map, I have Transit. Now this is easily the worst map in Zombies because it is way too big, which isn't a problem, but there was a lot of open space between destinations, which made up most of the map. So basically the map was a lot of dead space. The map also featured fog in areas between the destinations, and like I said before, the between area takes up the majority of the map. Other than a hunter's cabin, Nocturne Totem, and the pylon, there was nothing interesting inside of the fog. In addition, the fog had denizens, which were tiny boss zombies that would constantly spawn and jump on your head and scratch at your face until you knife them off, and then a new denizen would instantly jump on your head again. Also, the denizens made it very difficult to revive players in the fog, because the second they jump on your head, the revive cancels. So the only way to revive someone is throw a grenade first and hope the grenade kills the denizen before it jumps on you. I realize that the fog is there because if it wasn't, the map would not be able to run without lagging extremely hard or constantly timing out, but I still think Treyarch could have fixed the problem without adding fog. For example, maybe making the map a little bit smaller, because again, the map is 90% dead space. Another reason I dislike the map is because it featured the jet gun, which is one of the most dizzying wonder weapons because the only way to use it is by using a strategy that made the gun overheat slower, and it worked by firing in extremely short bursts. And I don't think Treyarch even wanted people to kill with this weapon, because they tried to patch the jet gun multiple times, so I don't know if the strategy for the weapon even works anymore. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. To build the jet gun, you have to go on a wild goose chase to find the parts and build the damn thing. And the parts are strewn all over this giant map, and if the gun overheats, it will explode, and you have to find the parts and build it all over again. Transit also introduced a transit system of the bus, which was hated, and that's why they never featured it again. Transit introduced the worst playable characters in Zombies to date, the Green Run crew. The Avogadro was also another addition to the map, but it was a real head scratcher because the Avogadro was such a dumb boss because he rarely appeared and it was so easy to kill him by EMPing it once or by knifing it a few times. The nav cards were first introduced in this map, and initially everyone thought the nav cards were going to play a huge part in the storyline. But I don't think the nav cards did anything. They were just there and had zero purpose except for to mess with the zombie community. Pack-a-Punch was dumb on this map because to open Pack-a-Punch you had to set a turbine down on the other side of the map just to open the Pack-a-Punch. This map had a lot of lava as well, and not tiny cracks of lava, but big pools of lava, that if you were jumping across, you would pray that you won't go down. And yeah, that's why Transit is number 1 on my list. I could probably mention a bunch of other things that I hate about the map, but I really can't think of them right now. I really don't feel like adding them as well. So, yep, that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe if you're not done so already. Also, leave a comment with your top 5 worst Zombies maps in Call of Duty Zombies history. Anyways, my name is Magic, and I'm out.